Good morning, everybody. Just 5 minutes until we get started, so if everyone can start to make their way to their seats and find their location. Thanks, everyone. Just a few more minutes and we'll get started. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our 2022 Australia Day Awards for East Gippsland. It's an absolute pleasure to be here in now, and what an absolute cracking day to have it as well. My name's Anthony. I don't know why I had to look at the paper to read that, but my name's Anthony Basford. I'm the CEO of East Gippsland Shire, and as I said, it's a pleasure to be here. A little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll get into the details. I would like to assure everyone that that this event has been planned in a COVID-safe way. I would encourage and ask that you all maintain your masks and looking out. People are, so thank you for doing that. A little bit more difficult to socially isolate when we're coming together as a group, but do the best you can. There are sanitisation stations and there are spare masks if anyone needs them, and of course the QR coding as well. So thanks for everyone for cooperating with that, because by doing that we can actually continue to have a life and run these important events. Mobile phones on silent, please, if possible, but there is no issue with people coming up and taking photos at any time throughout the ceremony, so feel free to do that, taking photos or video or whatever it is you would like to. Firstly, I'd like to start the proceedings by inviting Sandra Patton, Gunai Senior Elder, forward to conduct a welcome to country.
Thank you and good morning everybody. Beside me I have Lenny Hayes. Lenny Hayes is also a Gunai Senior Elder and a Bitterwell Senior Elder. Today I'm just put a quick brief together in regards to a welcome to country, and hopefully you take home some more knowledge on us as Gunai, Kurnai people, Bitterwell people, and I share this information with you. My name is Sandra Patton. I'm here today to welcome you to the land of the Gunai, Kurnai people. I'm a traditional owner of this beautiful area we call Gippsland, the homelands of the Gunai, Kurnai people. My Aboriginal heritage is Gunai, Gippsland, Monaro, Jindabyne in the Snowy Mountains High Country, and Yorta Yorta on the Murray River. Today I will be performing the Welcome to Country ceremony. This practice is just one of many footprints identifying who we are as Aboriginal people's connection to country, to the land. The footprint for the welcoming ceremony is a cultural practice that has been practiced for over 60,000 years. When I speak about connection to country, my knowledge comes from generations of Aboriginal ancestors, their stories, their songlines and drawings connecting me to country. Stories, songlines and drawings that has been handed down for thousands of years. Stories, songlines and drawings connected to the landscape, the waters, the rivers, sacred areas and spiritual beings. This connection shaped who we are as Aboriginal people and what we stand for across this nation. A smoking ceremony is also another traditional practice we do as Aboriginal people. A smoking ceremony is an ancient Aboriginal custom across Australia that involves burning various native plants to produce smoke. The smoke cleansing properties ward off bad spirits from the people of that land. Smoking ceremonies also make pathway for a brighter future. Smoking ceremonies are cleansing and a welcoming ceremony and are incorporated into welcome to country ceremonies. Did you know that there are 5 Gunai Kurnai clan groups in Gippsland? And also did you know that on the 22nd of October 2010, the Federal Court recognised that the Gunai Kurnai people hold native title over much of Gippsland, from Warrigal in the west, east to the Snowy River, north to the Great Divide and south to the coast. There are 5 Gunai Kurnai clan groups in Gippsland. They are Bratwalong, Brayakalong, Braboowalong, Tattooalong and Crowathungalong. Thank you for allowing me to share my story about my lands today. May your stay in this beautiful land be safe and may the winds gently say hello to you. Today, Lenny and I both say, on behalf of the Gunai-Kurnai people, I welcome you to the land of the Gunai-Kurnai people. I welcome you to your ceremony. May the footprints you leave always be a reminder to you of the importance of the strength of Aboriginal culture on the land of the Gunai-Kurnai people. Thank you to you, the audience, in demonstrating proper process in allowing me, as a traditional owner, to welcome you and share with you my cultural connections to this land of the Gunai-Kurnai people. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra, for that welcome to country. It's great to have you here this morning, providing such well-considered information for us to consider on this our important ceremony as you describe it. I'd also like to acknowledge traditional owners of the land in which we gather today. I recognise the living culture of the Gunai-Kurnai people and the unique contribution they make to the region. I pay my respect to their elders, past and present, and to all Aboriginal people. I'd like to welcome a few people. Our Mayor, Councillor Mark Reeves, who'll speak shortly. Our Deputy Mayor, Councillor Arthur Allen, and our Councillors Greason, Van Diggle, Uri and Stowe for being here today. So thank you very much. The Honourable Tim Bull, Member for Gippsland East, and our Australia Day Ambassador, Mr Paul Wilton. Apologies have been received from Councillors Buckley, Crook and White, who are unable to be here today, but they send their best wishes, and from the Honourable Darren Chester, Federal Member for Gippsland. Today's event is also being recorded and live streamed on Council's YouTube channel, so not only are we all here today enjoying this beautiful day, but people much further afield are able to also enjoy and celebrate this important occasion. We are going to sing the national anthem that has been erected by the Boy Scouts. Now, just where is there it is out there. I'm too high to see it. Sorry about that. So if I could ask everyone to stand, please, and face the flags, and we will also play the national anthem. Thank you.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair. Beneath the radiance of the cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thanks, everyone. And thank you to the Bairnsdale Scouts for putting up that flagpole for us today. Thank you very much. I'd now like to introduce our Mayor, Councillor Mark Reeves, to come up and say a few words.
the palaver of getting old and putting glasses on and masks off. Good morning, everyone. It's fantastic to be here. And I too would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri Kurnai country and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and thank Auntie Sandra and Uncle Lenny for their welcome. We feel very welcome here, and I'm very, very proud that they are here. And to our councillors, our VIPs in the front, and Tim and Paul, our ambassador, it's wonderful that you're here, but really, you are all VIPs here today, and welcome. It's great to see so many of you here at Now and Nowa. What an amazing place, and there's so much more to Now and Nowa than just that intersection of the highway. So if it's not a place that you have stopped and enjoyed a burger at Mingling Waters, or the waterways, or the walks, or the Cahoon Forest, I urge you to do so. And all of that makes East Gippsland an amazing and beautiful place to live. Last year we were in Sarsfield, and just the fact that there are so many of you here in Now and Now today shows how lucky we are to have so many great communities, large and small, who open their arms to everyone. I'd like to acknowledge that last year, stating the obvious, was another difficult year. We all faced challenges, some great, some small, but I'm optimistic, and I'm an eternal optimist, and I hope that we can all make this new year a better year than the last few. It always seems that last year, over the last couple of years, the previous year has sort of leaked a bit into the following year. Let's hope that 2021 doesn't leak too much into 2022. We've sort of had enough of that. But Australia Day is a great time to reflect on our history, and it began in Australia and East Gippsland more than 65,000 years ago. And there have been many highs and lows since. It's an opportunity to show our gratitude to everyone who actively contributes to our way of life, whether that be through their employment or their volunteerism. It's a hallmark of our culture that we lend a hand to a mate or those in need. I'm proud to stand here today and say East Gippslanders have again gone above and beyond to support and help each other in challenging times. And Australia Day is a time to celebrate our nation and its achievements, and most of all its people, us. As we gather here today, we recognise the honoured place of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders people in our nation's history. We recognise that Australia Day is not a day of celebration for everyone in our community, and for many it's a sad day for Aboriginal Australians. But I also appreciate the complexities of Australia Day, and we will continue to consult with local traditional owners for future events and be prepared to respectfully hear their story of what this day represents to them. So today, we should reflect, respect and celebrate the great part of the world we live in and the great community we all contribute to. We're all part of that story, and today I think when we hear the nominations, you will understand that is absolutely the case. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the 2021 Australia Day Award recipients for their continued contribution to our community over the past year. And that was Leo Optenbrow, Citizen of the Year, Young Citizen James Bush, and the Community Event of the Year, the Paynesville Classic Boat Rally. Now, it's my great pleasure to introduce our 2022 Australia Day Ambassador. The National Australia Day Council and Australia Day Victoria proudly support this event and the Australia Day Ambassador Program. And it's been some years since East Gippsland last welcomed an Australia Day Ambassador, and I suspect I may have been mayor last time we had an Australia Day Ambassador. So I'm not sure if there's a coincidence going on there, but they have been two fantastic people who have become dear friends, and I hope that's the case too, Paul, and I hope you become a dear friend of East Gippsland. So, Paul Wheelton AM has joined us today, and he is a member of the Order of Australia for his significant service to a range of charitable organisations in Victoria through governance, fundraising, in philanthropic contributions. Mr Wheelton has led one of Australia's largest budget rent-a-car franchise groups, the Wheelton Group. With the knowledge and resources that he has built, Mr Wheelton has chosen now to become an avid philanthropist and spends much of his time working in the not-for-profit sector. He occupies several leadership positions in charity, not-for-profit organisations such as Life Education Australia Foundation, Blue Ribbon Day and the Order of Australia Association. He is a founding board member of the Bali Children Foundation, which has helped rebuild several orphanages and provides an educational pathway for disadvantaged Balinese children. In addition, he is also a member of the Ministerial Advisory Council for Volunteers and is a campaign chairman for Guide Dogs Victoria. He sleeps 2 hours a week, I think. So please give Mr Paul Wheelton AM a hearty East Gippsland welcome, and it's such a pleasure to be here. Come and join us, Paul.
What a great turn up here, and thank you very much for that enthusiastic applause from there. Welcome to you all. It's great to see people gathering to celebrate Australia in their own community. I would like to show my respect and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Gunai people on which this celebration takes place, and their elders past, present and emerging. I acknowledge Auntie Sandra and Uncle Lenny, Mayor Mark Reeves, Tim Bull MP and CEO Anthony Basford, and our many councillors who are also here today. Thank you for inviting me here to be the ambassador for the Great Shire of East Gippsland and spend the Australia Day Awards ceremony with you. We have a property at Fish Creek in West Gippsland, so I know Gippsland quite well, so I actually put down each year that I would like to attend a celebration, if someone would have me, in the Gippsland area. So it was really pleasing to find out that I'd been appointed here. So you may have noticed that there's actually a new tagline for Australia Day, and it's really important, and it really ties in with what Auntie Sandra said in her welcome and welcome to country. All right, it's a time for us all to reflect, respect and celebrate. And this is quite a shift in our way of thinking here and acknowledging, as Auntie Sandra pointed out, and also what Mark mentioned as well, about accepting that there's some raw, hurtful things in the past, but we are one big group and we're all part of a big story. We listen and respect each other's stories, contributions and aspirations, and we celebrate being Australian together and free. On this Australia Day in 2022, we will once again reflect on being surrounded by friends, family and community. It's a day to respect that the return of simple pleasures, once taken for granted, that have been hard-earned. Australians, we're resilient. We roll up our sleeves, help others and unite to overcome any challenge. East Gippsland has proved time and again, especially in the last 2 years of fire, drought and flooding, this is what defines the Australian spirit. I'm Australia Day Ambassador because I believe we live in the best country in the world. I've actually travelled to 160 countries and I can honestly say this is the best country in the world. I also believe that I should be giving back to this great country and that is why I am an ambassador. One of the special attributes of our National Day is that we are free to celebrate Australia and being an Australian in all sorts of ways. We celebrate the simple act of being together. We can catch up with friends and families, have a barbecue and enjoy our favourite pastimes or sports. We can be patriotic, raise the flag and think about what unites us as a nation. Some of us will be working on this Australia Day in local cafes, businesses, in a hospital or an aged care home, in the emergency services or the local pharmacy. So let's not forget all those who are working so we can be safe and better looked after. My own parents were 10-pound poms and came here in the 50s with nothing. But they worked hard and they achieved something. And through that they enabled us to be educated and for us to go on and achieve something. That is something that makes us great about this country, and we can all strive to achieve anything if we put our minds to it. Our identity as Australians is not about a physical or ethnic identity. It's about being part of a big, noisy, robust family. All different people and different natures, but bound by a bundle of shared characteristics, commitments and experiences. We're a relatively small population in a very big land, big in all sorts of ways. Australia can be an epic country of deserts and mountains, but also a small place, close communities, just like here in Nawanawa. It's a land that rewards hard work, on the land and in the city, but can be indifferent to chaos and loss caused by natural disasters. Contrast is almost an Australian way of life. Our most valuable characteristic, our humour, our preference for being laid back and laconic, stem from the contrasts that this big land offers every day and every year. Those contrasts make us unique and make us strong. On Australia Day, we celebrate those in our big national family who have been honoured in the announcement of the Order of Australia Awards next Wednesday and also the Australian of the Year Awards. But closer to home, which is why we're here today, some local citizens will be honoured for what they have contributed over the last year in your own community. And we are all here to congratulate them. Many of those so honoured are volunteers. Volunteers coach, make sports school lunches, deliver meals on wheels and raise funds. They may also fight fires, fill sandbags, put a tarp on your roof in a storm and visit the sick and elderly. And it's a bit easy to take all that volunteering for granted until it's not there. Refuelling the ranks of volunteers or those who support volunteers is a great way of sharing that Australia Day spirit. I like to think of communities like yours as a great big Australia Day cake. How it tastes from community to community depends on what ingredients the people of the community contribute to that cake. Ingredients such as sympathy, care, commitment. A big dash of pride, of course, is essential. Large additions of putting self behind the good of the broader community and an extra support for all are essential. What I know is East Gippsland Shire has one of the most beautiful tasting cakes in the country. You got the recipe just about right. Could it taste any better? Of course it could, but it only needs a little bit of tweaking here and there. Personally, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with my wife Angela in many community projects, both here and overseas. And in my current role, we are passionate about addressing the gender imbalance in this country and overseas. We were fortunate enough to be named the inaugural Australian International Philanthropy Award winners in 2018. We have 8,500 children in Indonesia in secondary school that we fund. In that society, the boy will always be given preference in schooling and employment. We unashamedly favour girls in our education projects and have currently 24 of them at university. Every one of those would have been working in the fields at 10 if we hadn't got involved and paid for them to go to secondary school. And Australia Day is also a day to reflect on one of our most defining values, a vibrant and robust democracy. We all have a say in making Australia. We have a remarkable history of 150 years of unbroken democratic government in this country. This great tradition speaks to our beliefs in fairness. Whatever our views, we believe in everyone getting a fair go. It's a fundamental part of our freedom and our heritage. On this Australia Day, I encourage everyone to share a bit about their story. Listen to the story of others and celebrate with people around you. We do that as we all part of this story. Happy Australia Day, everyone, and my best wishes for the coming year.
Thank you, Paul, so much for those words. And before you sit down and get comfortable again, I would ask that the Mayor is going to present you with a small token of our appreciation for being here today. And it is a collection of products from East Gippsland, which I hope you enjoy.
They may be able to go into that cake we were talking about. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, now we move into the main event. The awards for Australia Day. These awards recognise the dedication and contribution of outstanding people from our community. The award categories include Community Event of the Year, Young Citizen of the Year, and Citizen of the Year. And it's been absolutely fantastic that we have received 33 nominations this year. It's a huge number. And so thank you to those that are nominated. But importantly, thank you to those who have nominated people as well. Because without the people that nominate, you just don't know what's always going on. So thank you to you as well. The judging panel was extremely impressed with the quality of nominations and the number and the amount of fantastic people and groups that are doing amazing things across our shire. Can I just also put in there a plug and a thank you for that group as well who came together. That's Tim, Darren, and the previous award winners as well, who came together to look at this year's nominees. And as you can imagine, that's a fairly difficult process when you have 33 applications to consider, and all very different as well. But thank you again for putting up the names for people that are going to be mentioned today. I would now ask our Mayor, Councillor Mark Reeves, to come forward to present certificates as I announce the nominees for the Australia Day Awards. Now, slightly different to last year, we are actually going to start with the Community Event of the Year. The award recognises the most outstanding community event held in East Gippsland during the past year, despite 2021, and we heard that, and we've all lived it, have lived experience in that, how difficult 2021 was. Organisers were still able to find a way through to deliver a range of events across the Shire. So, I'm going to read out the nominees. And as I do, if the representative of those committees could please come forward on this side. There'll be a quick photo opportunity, and then we'll ask you to wait on the other side of the stage. So here we go. 7 Generations Art Mural. Run by local artist Ronald Edwards Pepper, the 7 Generations Art Mural gave the community an insight into Indigenous culture through stories, storytelling, ceremonies and art. Do we have someone here today? No? That's okay.
We won't take it? No? Anybody artistic?
Colour Your World Bairnsdale. I'm feeling a bit old to say yeah, but that's what it is. This 5-kilometre colour fun run attracted 600 people to Bairnsdale's first ever event, with all funds donated to the Mount Taylor CFA. Can I ask a representative to come forward? Thank you. Landcare. We good?
Yep, we're good.
Okay. Landcare Sustainability Expo at the Orbost Show. Please come forward. Organised by Far East Victorian Landcare, the Sustainability Expo program, great, we do have someone, was packed with local fare as well as a special guest appearance by Gardening Australia's host, Costa Georgiadis. Please come forward. The Sandhill Ashes. More than 300 people attended this game between fire-affected communities in March, with the winning team walking away with a replica of the famous Ashes urn made from a piece of a tree salvaged from the bushfire. Who did win?
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. It wasn't England anyway.
No, it certainly wasn't England. Winter Festival Lantern Parade Orbost. Hundreds of local visitors and locals emerged in their winter woolies to join in the festivities in July to light up Orbost with their lanterns. Do we have a representative? Yes, we do. Please come forward.
Without woolies.
Don't need the woolies today.
Don't need the woolies today.
Thank
How are
you.
you?
Good, thank you. Thanks so much.
Take that. Get a photo.
East Gippsland Winter Festival 2021. This 3-week festival program featured a series of free community events as well as ticketed dinners showcasing our amazing local fare and talent across the Shire. Do we have a representative here today?
Yep.
Please come up.
Anyone who thinks winter only goes for 3 weeks.
So we should all come up, sorry.
You should.
But I'm looking for Lenny. He was here for this too, but, sorry.
Nice job.
And it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner is East Gippsland Winter Festival. The organisers coordinated a series of events spanning 3 weeks across East Gippsland. The festival program featured a series of community events including lantern parades, laneway street food nights and food van fests with live entertainment, projections, art and light installation, bonfire nights, concerts and exhibitions, as well as ticketed dinners showcasing local food. It's getting a bit rowdy up here on the stage. Wine and beer, as well as performances, workshops and tours. And so it went on. It brought the community together, encouraged collaboration. The entire festival was designed around promoting the region, not one individual event. This included promotion of towns across East Gippsland, as well as local restaurants, wineries, breweries, chefs, producers, studios and galleries. Congratulations and well done. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Congratulations to everyone. Everyone can head back to their seats now. Thanks for that. The next award that we are going to hear about is the Young Citizen of the Year Award. This award celebrates the achievements and contributions of our region's young people by raising the profile of our young citizens who, through their leadership and involvement in their community, provide role models for their generation. The nominees for this category are Damon Bassett. Damon is a member of Lakes Entrance Parkrun Committee and a Lakes Entrance CFA volunteer known for his mentoring work in the community. Damon, are you here? His mum can come up.
You okay with the stairs? Running.
Bridie Burke. Bridie is a youth mental health and wellbeing advocate, recognised for creating opportunities for young people in East Gippsland to be active and engaged in the community. Here she is.
Great.
Come up, Bridie.
Hey, Bridie, how are you? Nice job. Congratulations. Hang on to that.
Paris Davis. Paris has been recognised for her volunteering efforts at the Gips Youth Club at Orbost for the past 4 years. Paris, are you here? Here she is. Chloe Peters. As the 2021 East Gippsland Shire Youth Ambassador and member of the Vic Health Partnership Project, Chloe has led the development and delivery of several youth engagement projects across East Gippsland. Thanks, Chloe. And I'm very proud to announce that the 2022 Young Citizen of the Year for East Gippsland is Paris Davis. Please come up. Paris has been volunteering as a youth leader for Gips Youth Club at Orbost for the past 4 years. Paris goes over and above to support young people to participate in health and lifestyle programs and activities to benefit their health and well-being. Paris is an inspiration to the community, assisting with raising funds for the youth club to support social activities for young people and their families. And Paris has attended over 150 kids clubs programs in the past 4 years and has encouraged and assisted many young people to attend the program. Paris is an inspiration and displays leadership within our community. Well done, Paris. Okay, we're just going to do a group photo. Just got told to slow down a little bit. Now, our third and last but not least award is the Citizen of the Year. This award celebrates the achievements and contributions of residents by profiling leading citizens who are role models for us all. It recognises those who inspire us through their achievements, their work, and challenge us all to make our own contribution to improve the communities in which we live. Now, there's a few of them, so bear with me, which is a fantastic thing. That's not a bad thing. It's actually a fantastic thing that there are so many to read. So I do want to do that because it's important to recognise everyone who has been nominated. There are a few that aren't able to be here with us today, and one of those is David Appleton. David has been nominated for his countless hours of volunteering in the immediate aftermath of the Black Summer bushfires, demonstrating genuine care in a very challenging role and issue. So we thank David. Anne and Stan Barker, and please come up as I read your little bio. I know you're here. This hardworking husband and wife team are the founders of the Bushfire Recovery Plants Project. Contributing to the restoration of native flora in the East Gippsland after bushfires. If you do need to have a seat close by, feel free to do so. Peter Bassett. Peter's work involves the promotion of physical, mental and social health during challenging times in our community through the Lakes Entrance Park Run. Peter, are you here? And not running at the moment, clearly.
Apparently from running.
Yes, don't try this at home.
Laurel Colvert, part of the Howard Park Committee for almost 30 years. Laurel has offered up more than 7,000 hours of her time behind the scenes as a volunteer and active member. Paul Carroll. Paul is committed to improving the education, discipline, life skills, self-esteem and employment of young Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men in the Bairnsdale community. Are you here, Paul? Yes. Great. Debbie Carruthers. Debbie is an advocate for local community issues and volunteers with several local community groups and organisations. And I think many of us have seen Debbie either on ABC or heard her on ABC radio. Barbara Dodd. An active member of the NSA community, Barbara has been part of the NSA Bush Nursing Committee for 30 years. Barbara, are you here? Angela Dunkley can't be with us today, but Angela is a valuable member of the Paynesville community, dedicating many hours to the Paynesville Business and Tourism Association. So please put your hands together for Angela. Norm Elliott is a life member of the Field and Game Australia and has performed exceptional conservation work over a very long period of time. Norm, are you here with us today? Claire-Lise Gamble also can't be with us today. She is a local Justice of the Peace. Claire-Lise devotes much of her spare time to the community as a volunteer in various roles. Please put your hands together for Claire. Brodie Goudian, I probably pronounced that wrong, my apologies, is also not able to be with us today. Brodie is an advocate at both the state and national levels for youth voices and sustainable spaces during bushfire recovery. Please put your hands together for the work that Brodie's done. Lorna King is a well-known and respected local. Lorna was actively involved in the Black Summer bushfires and floods recovery efforts, caring for animals which were injured, burnt, orphaned or displaced. Judy Marsden. Judy plays an active role in supporting the community and helping to ensure Bairnsdale's 754's primary students start their day with a healthy breakfast.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Kathy McClellan. Kathy is a member of the Sarsfield Community Association, taking the lead on delivering events for the community after the Black Summer bushfires. David McCoy. David has dedicated over 40 years to the Bairnsdale Football Netball Club as a player, administrator, groundskeeper and the driving force behind the club's fundraising efforts. David.
Come over here. I just said he's still to his own knees.
Peter Neal. Peter is a prolific volunteer in the community. He's been with the CFA for 45 years and is now captain at their District 11 headquarters. Peter. And also a councillor.
We nearly lost him.
I'm not captain.
Oh, slight technicality here. He's not captain. He just wants to be.
Nobody wants to be captain.
Was captain.
Was captain. Thank you, Peter.
Yep. You know who that is. We've been told again.
Elaine Newcomb. Always ready to lend a hand, Elaine conducted community welfare checks during lockdowns, delivering her homemade goodies to others. Elaine, are you here? There she is.
A tilt on this stage, isn't there? It's the stage. We need all the speakers.
Ronald Edwards Pepper, a well-known Gunai Kurnai Indigenous artist. Ronald is a passionate leader and volunteer at the Gips Youth Kids Club. Is Ronald here? Ulla Sheetha. Ulla is a dedicated volunteer performing humanitarian work using her teaching skills to help members in the community and overseas.
Photographer, come. We've got time. Up here. There we are.
Peter Sindri. Peter's community work includes bringing East Gippsland's Rotary clubs together, supporting farmers through drought and leading the cluster revegetation project. Peter, I know you're here. Excellent.
It's a pleasure to do it. It really is.
Amber Wade. Amber worked around the clock to coordinate lantern making workshops for the Winter Lantern Festival in Orbost, lighting up the winter months and bringing entertainment to a tough year.
You know the drill.
Robert Wright. Robert's commitment to the revegetation of Raymond Island has been integral to the success of the Raymond Island Landcare Group, and he's helped raise $1.3 million to the Koala Trail Discovery Experience project. Now, before I announce the winner or the awardee for the year, I just want to say those little blurbs that I've read out completely undersell the work that those people have done. So can we have a round of applause for all the work that those people do?
Couldn't agree more, Anthony. They represent the glue that holds our society together.
Absolutely, absolutely. East Gippsland's Citizen of the Year for 2022 is Ann and Stan Barker. This duo has not only contributed to the restoration of native flora and fauna in East Gippsland, but they've also contributed to the mental well-being of those who lost their gardens and houses to the bushfires. Ann and Stan foresee the project continuing for at least another 2 years, with more plants being donated to not only individuals but also community groups. Those community groups will welcome recipients to their garden to collect plants, provide advice, have a cup of tea, and view full-grown examples so that people can make a better choice when selecting plants for their garden. Please put your hands together again for Ann and Stan Barker. All right, now all the click.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after hearing all the previous nominees, I feel pretty humble. The experience of taking plants to those that have been affected by the fires to us has been a wonderful experience. Meeting so many beautiful people, and when they thank you, it's quite humbling, because sometimes we've had grown men and women cry just to receive a few plants so that they can start at least having something to look forward to. And I'd like to thank the nominees, the people that thought we were worthy of this award, and all the support that we've got from the Garden Club and APS. We've worked together on this, and through COVID it has been a tricky little situation, but it is beautiful to work with these people, so thank you very much.
We're just going to have a group photo, and then I'm going to ask our member for Gippsland East, Tim Bull, to come up and say a few words. Why? Have we missed one? Yeah, sure. And I'll ask the Honourable Member Tim Bull to come up, please, and say a few words, and then the Mayor will close out the official proceedings. Well done, Norman. Good job.
All right, no worries.
Well, good morning, everybody, and great to see so many people here. Let me start off by firstly thanking Sandra and Lenny for their welcome to country, and I too pay my respects to the traditional owners, to our Mayor Mark, to our councillors that are here, to Anthony and your staff. This has come up fantastic today, mate, so to you and all your staff, congratulations on pulling this together. To our winners and our nominees, but also to everybody else in the community. And Paul spoke in his speech, and Paul, by the way, I love your jacket, but don't think too much of the mask, mate, if you can change the mask. For those who can't see his mask, he's got a lovely jacket and a Hawthorn Football Club mask on. Black and yellow would go much better with that jacket, mate. Spoke about how Australians are laid back, how we have a great sense of humour, and he spoke about the ingredients in the cake that make up each community. Well, the one big ingredient that we've got here in our cake in East Gippsland is we have a great capacity to help each other out in times of need. And often that's brought on us more regularly than we would like with the amount of natural disasters that we have. We've had our fires, we've had our floods. Gee, we had an earthquake a couple of months ago. And then we had a tsunami warning last week. To support each other socially, to support each other financially, to support each other from a mental health perspective. And people sitting here today might be thinking, well, a lot of people in our community do that, but that's not really me. Well, it is you. It might be the chat you had on the street corner. Might have been the cup of coffee you had, the phone call you made, the event that you attended to talk to somebody. We are a great community at helping each other out, and shows that. It really does show that. And every time somebody had their little spiel read out by Anthony and they're right up on the television, you were thinking, well, gee, they'd be a worthy winner. And there's so many more in our community who weren't nominated, who did a fantastic job over the last 2 years of extreme challenges that we've had. Mark said he was optimistic. I'm optimistic too. There'll be something around the corner. Of course there will be. But it won't be something that we can hear. So to everyone who turned up today, thank you very much for coming. To everyone who contributes to our great community, well done on what you do. It's great to see so many people out and about. Make sure on Wednesday you think about those people that have given up so much over the last 2 years, and have a great Australia Day. Thank you.
Well, thanks for those words, Tim. I always enjoy hearing you speak and the way you can synthesise a whole lot of gathered today, and really, really true words. And to those people who were nominated, those people who were recipients, the events, congratulations. It really gladdened my heart. And I was with Tim when we went through all of those nominations, and it was really amazing to see so many. So congratulations. This concludes our official proceedings today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for attending and to making today a success. We need people here for it to be successful. To our Australia Day ambassador, yeah, the mask is a bit of a worry. I'm sorry about that, Paul, but so there's a bit of tension going on here. Thanks for sharing your story and for coming to Now. It's really an amazing little town. Thank you for welcoming us with open arms. Thank you to our contractors and our staff. I came past yesterday and the day before, and the activity here was already in motion, and people will be packing up after we leave today. So thank you to all of those people who've organised this. To our 3 great community groups. 1, the Bairnsdale Scouts. So where are those scouts? Are they still here? Well done, you. So fantastic. Make sure those scarves are ironed and your woggles are true. To To the Now and Now men's choir. Now, where were those fellas? They are just amazing. Last year, I heard them up here at the Now and Now Hall at a Gippsland Community Leadership Program meeting, and I said to the CEO, we need to get that choir here for Australia Day, and they really added. So I'm so glad you heard them, and they are terrific. Show that anybody can have a voice. We've all got a voice. So thank you to the Now and Now men's choir. And the Twin Rivers Lions Club. So just give a hand up if you're part of that organisation. Where are you? You're all about. So thank you. There they are. Amazing. So there's now an opportunity for the award recipients to have another photo taken with family members. You can corral any of us if you like, or avoid us if you prefer. That's even more so. For a photograph, please make yourself known to anybody. And so, look, that's just been amazing today. Don't rush off. There's still a bit of food over there. Jeanette, is there still some food with the, thumbs up. So there's a little bit of tucker left. I'm sure there's some coffee available or a cool drink. Make sure you hydrate today. From the Twin Rivers Lion Club and the Chookie Sweet Box. That's it over there. So thank you, Chookie Sweet Box. A call out to you too. So, we live in East Gippsland, so it means that many of us travel away wherever we go. When we get in the car, it's an hour's drive for many of us, whatever we do. So for all of you driving today, drive safely, carefully, and look after each other, especially in the year ahead. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye now.